Miss Girl. I own not one, not two, not three, but 4 different blow dryers. So today I'm gonna break down each blow dryer, what they're best for, and if you had to pick one, which one would I choose? I have the Pattern blow dryer, the Shark Flex Fusion, the Rev Air, and a hooded blow dryer. I'm gonna be talking about them from oldest to newest. So first up is the Pattern blow dryer. This blow dryer retails for $189 and it comes with 4 different attachments: the diffuser, a wide tooth comb, a brush, and of course a concentrator nozzle. And the thing about the Pattern blow dryer is that this is made by a curly hair brand, so it was made with curly hair in mind. It does have 2 toggles on the side. The bottom is for air and the top is for heat, and the cool shot button is right here. There's also an ion button on the back. I'm not exactly sure what that does, but I will say this button is kind of inconvenient because I do press it at times without even realizing it. Cool thing about the Pattern blow dryer is that it snaps into place. They do have 4 arrows around the circle to tell you where to like click it into place, and then you just pop it in and it stays. You don't have to worry about this falling off, but when you press those 2 buttons, then you can take it off. Super cool thing about this one is that it doesn't get hot like around here. So if you wanted to, you know, hold the blow dryer like this, for example, you wouldn't have to worry about your hand burning. That's probably the coolest feature on this one, to be honest. I've had it for 2 years now. You can definitely see like it is dinged up a little bit because I've just had it for so long and used it for so much. The only issue that I had with this blow dryer is that there's sometimes I don't want to sit and hover over my hair for an hour. That was just so bad on my arms. So I went out and I got a bonnet attachment for the blow dryer. It just has this right here, which will hook onto any blow dryer. And because this nozzle is so wide, I actually take the concentrator nozzle and then attach the bonnet dryer to the concentrator nozzle. And then you can turn on the air, put this on your head, and it will give you the same effect as a hooded dryer. I will just say the space in here is limited and it's not obviously as big as an actual hooded dryer. But if you have shorter hair or you're not trying to get super voluminous hair, it's definitely a great option. I believe I got this bonnet attachment from Amazon, but I'm sure that a beauty supply store will have it too. Next, I'm going to talk about the Shark Flex Fusion. This is another like all-purpose blow dryer that has several different attachments and serves many purposes. I actually used this to dry my hair today and I was quite shocked about the amount of airflow it had in comparison to the Pattern blow dryer. I don't know if it's because my Pattern blow dryer is older and maybe it's getting weaker over time, but this one definitely blows out a lot more air. The Shark Flex Fusion retails for $400 and includes 5 attachments that you are allowed to choose on the site. The thing about the Shark Flex Fusion is that it's so multi-purpose and they have several different attachments for everyone's hair needs. I would definitely say if you are someone who wears your hair curly and your hair straight, this is probably the better option for you because they have so many different attachments. And not only that, you can rotate it to be a 90-degree angle or 180 degrees. Completely up to you. Now let's get into the attachments I have for this blow dryer. I already showed you guys earlier that I had the diffuser attachment, and one really cool feature about this is that you can adjust the length of the prongs of the diffuser. You see here on the back they have the option to move it along. And at first I was like, what is this for? Like, what could this be used for? But when I was blow drying my hair with this earlier today, I realized that the like shorter prongs are good for if I'm hovering over my head. But when I need to get down to my roots, I like the longer ones because I can come up to my scalp and these longer prongs are keeping it from like completely smushing my hair. I don't know if that's the purpose for it, but that makes sense in my mind and I found that to be really helpful. They have a brush attachment which also has a ceramic side, so you can do like the blowout look if you'd like. And then they also have a straightener attachment which can be used to blow dry your hair straight, which I don't recommend for my hair, or if you have hair like mine, the brush attachment is a lot better because you are able to add more tension. But this is cool if you want to like stretch your hair a little bit more, or if you're into straightening your hair and want to do touch-ups, you can use it for that. It might be able to get your hair super straight, but I'm not someone who has an expertise in straightening my hair. Like, I could be using the best straightener and still not be able to get my hair bone straight. So if you're someone who goes between both, this is probably a good option for you. Next, I have the concentrator nozzle. It is really slim, like it is very concentrated. I used it to stretch my roots a little bit earlier and it worked pretty well. I don't have too much to say about this one. And then I also have these two, which I'm probably never going to use because I never straighten my hair, but it's like, you know, the blow dry curls or whatever. If I had to pick one of these two blow dryers to buy, I'm definitely leaning more towards the Shark Flex Fusion for a couple of reasons. One, I don't know if this is because my pattern blow dryer is almost 3 years old at this point, but the Shark Flex Fusion had a lot more airflow and it was pushing out a lot more air, meaning your hair will dry faster. I think today it took me about 45 minutes using the Shark Flex Fusion to dry my hair, but with the pattern blow dryer it's gonna take me more than an hour. Maybe I want to say an hour and 15 minutes. So this one has like a heavier punch, and also there's a lot more options when it comes to attachments. You have the brush, the flat iron, the diffuser, and I'm sure there's more on the site that I haven't even tried. If you're more into versatile hairstyling, the Shark Flex Fusion is probably the best option for you. And if you are a curly girl or someone wanting a bit more of an affordable blow dryer, then I would go for the pattern one. This held up for me for years. It was the only blow dryer I had for years. So I definitely do love this one. Okay, next we're going to get into what I call my two single-use blow dryers. They really only have one function. So for that reason, it's not something that you need, but if you're looking for like an extra level of convenience. So let's talk about the Rev Air. There are some good qualities about this. This is like quite a heavy blow dryer. It's a bit bulky. But if you're someone who stretches your hair every single wash day, like I've seen people online who are stretch naturals, then this is going to be well worth the money for you. It has an on and off switch on one side, and the other side has like the resistance level. So you can turn it up or turn it down based on the suction that your hair needs. And of course, the end of the hose, they have low heat, no heat, and high heat. I personally prefer high heat. All it does is stretch your hair. So if your hair is wet and you want like a blowout look, then of course stretch your hair. You can also use it to stretch your curly hair, but I personally don't like this blow dryer for that because it also stretches your ends. And when you're typically stretching your hair with a concentrator nozzle, you focus on the roots and leave the ends curly because that's what's most visible to the hair. But with the Rev Air, it's sucking your ends first and it's going to stretch your ends first. And I just found that I don't like it for that. So the only thing that I use it for is a blowout, but then again, my other two blow dryers can give me the same look without like the bulkiness of it. Now, it is worth it if you're going to stretch your hair that often, but if you're looking for one blow dryer that gives all the versatility, this is not the one for you. It's cute though. I do like it, but you don't need it. Finally, we're going to talk about my hooded blow dryer. I would bring it closer, but my dog is sleeping right here and I don't want to disturb him. This one is truly so bulky and takes up so much space that I almost regret it. Not regret it, but actually regret might be too strong of a word, but it does take up a lot of space in my room. I believe I got this on Amazon and I just picked the cheapest one, so it's not even the best quality. I spent about $100 on this one. As far as the specs, it has on cool, low heat, and high heat. I typically use it on high heat, and you'll notice that when this is down, it automatically turns on, and when you push it up, it turns off, which is cool. I got this simply because I was lazy and didn't want to have to hold a blow dryer for an hour, hour and a half at that time. Do you need a hooded dryer? No, you don't. Is it convenient when I just want to sit on my phone while my hair is drying? Yes, absolutely. And I'll also use this for when I'm deep conditioning my hair. I'll just hop out the shower, put on a plastic cap, and sit under this and like play on my phone for 20 minutes. That's really all it's for. These other ones that are multi-purpose and have different attachments are going to serve you a lot more. But if you can afford the convenience of something else, then why not? And even when I do use this dryer, I always follow it up with my regular blow dryer and hit my roots. You can use a concentrated nozzle to stretch your roots a little bit. Okay, so that's all as far as my blow dryers. I really hope this helped you guys. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments below. If you want to see anything from me, leave it in the comments below. I'm running a list of, you know, what videos I'm going to make. I'm also working on being more consistent and posting weekly. So if I don't post for a week, you can like come cuss me out in my DMs or something. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.